Hello, hello. So, day 8 of Moon 1. So, hi, my name's Ollie. This is Red Sun Horizons. Obviously, I am an Eastern Physiotherapy practitioner in the south of England. So today, obviously, as always, still referencing using as a prompt for each day, The Lunar Tao by Denming Dao. Still a current book, you can still get it. So today is day 8. The number 8 is a particularly special number in Taoism. One, you can look at the way that we write the number 8, and it is this obviously infinite flow of energy that goes on, which is, if you turn it on its side, it's an infinity symbol. So the number 8 is also relevant to the 8 extraordinary meridians. The Taoists kind of believe that the human soul, what we are in this body, could be seen as an eighth of the what we are in that sense. So it fractures into 8. Okay, so the title for this one, the title for today is the source. So you have the heavens in Taoist. So obviously they are pantheistic. They believe in many gods, but the ones that are the top 3 in that sense are the Jade Emperor, who rules over the heavens. Then you have the advisor to the Jade Emperor, but then you have the Heavenly Lord of the Primal Origin. And today is the birthday of the Heavenly Lord of the Primal Origin. So, and it would be, obviously, makes sense, they would tribute it on the number 8, and make that because it is about the infinite and immortality. As they said, obviously, with the infinity sign and the endless flow of energy, it can never be destroyed, only transformed from one state to another. Okay, so a couple of quick mentions. So when we're saying the source, ultimately, this is, it's talking about the source of all things. So bits that would jump out on this day would be, again, we're still in that kind of 6th to 10th day of visiting family and friends. And you'll find that kind of continues on, but it might be slightly different after that. Then it's like talking about it's a day to invite family to dinner and all that kind of stuff. And the more you read through the book, the more you'll start to realise that these people just don't stop celebrating. There's always something. So, okay, so this is technically a fasting day, although there is also a specific food you're supposed to eat. So chances are it's just one meal and then you fast for the rest of the day, or some variation of. It's not something I'm aware of, but it does say it's a fasting day. It is the honorary birthday today of rice and grains, and the food that you would eat today is called labadjo, Labazhou. So it's a day to eat labadjo, which is the soup of the 8th day, a porridge of millet, maize, sorghum, glutinous rice, barley, and other ingredients that honor the Buddha Sakyamuni Buddha. Okay, so the source. So when drinking water, think of the source. When your spirit flies, return to the source. Okay, so next one, we'll go straight in. Drinking water and thinking of its source is an example of how the immediate can be connected back to the distant. We need not make up a myth to guide us. When you drink water, think of its source. When you contemplate the cosmos, think of its source. Okay, so it's a nice brief bit, because I don't want to read the entire page, because it's just, it's plagiarism in that sense, or it could be seen that way, who knows. But I'll just take little excerpts and kind of leads into, but what we're going to really reference is the Tao Te Ching for this one. So this is really, again, about sort of appreciation, but it's about contemplation. So number 34. Okay, so the great Tao flows everywhere. All things are born from it, yet it doesn't create them. It pours itself into its work, yet it makes no claim. It nourishes infinite worlds, yet it does not hold on to them. Since it is merged with all things and hidden in their hearts, it can be called humble. Since all things vanish into it and it alone endures, it can be called great. it isn't aware of its greatness, thus it is truly great. So yeah, it's very it's a day for kind of philosophical thought, and kind of like conceptualizing the origin of all things and where things came from and all that kind of stuff. Whenever we talk about the source, it always reminds me of the old run of Green Lantern, DC Comics, with the Blackest Day, Brightest Nights, or Brightest Day, Blackest Night, that way around. Yeah, which was a whole run of comics looking at all the different lanterns, the green lanterns, red lanterns, orange, it's all the indigo, all the different colours. And then there was this birth of the black lanterns, which were all about death and destruction, and then the white lanterns became. But ultimately, they all fly to the end of space and find this big wall, which they call the Source Wall. Yeah. So obviously, it's been a thing. Obviously, like it's a very common thing in philosophy and everything else. If you know, everything came from the Big Bang, what came before the Big Bang, and you know, if a deity, as in a god, exists, then who created God, and all that kind of stuff. It's you know, so what they're saying really is you know, it shouldn't just be once in a while sort of contemplation sort of thing. When drinking water, think of the source. You know, and even up till when your spirit flies, return to the source. So it's kind of just saying, obviously, you know, it shouldn't just be a fleeting glimpse thing. We can, it's something we can merge into our everyday things, actions. That's probably, I'm going to leave it there because I am running a little late and I need to get to work. But it's a nice, quick, easy one. Yeah, but it follows in, and the number 8 is a big thing. Obviously, you want to look into further into that. You'll find the number 8 is really pops up in lots of things in Dao Yin, which is the Taoist Qigong. So you'll find practically all Dao Yin forms have 8 moves, and they generally always start by going to the left first, then they go to the right. But 8, the number 8, you'll see it crop up everywhere. Numbers 3, 6, and 9, because they're all about creativity and matter and bringing things to completion, start, middle, and end, and the physical form of the human existence. But the number 8 is something, when you work with the number 8, you are really working with the soul evolution and soul level of things. So Dao Yin, in its sense, is not just, even though, yes, it's all about stretching and elongating and breathing into meridians and making space and creating space, not just physically, but mentally and emotionally, for better health, obviously, and improving circulation and posture and everything else. But it is also looking, it's doing all of these things at a surface level to influence the deeper and the more beyond. So I will start bringing more sort of Dao Yin stuff into these daily podcasts at some point, and start bringing in the odd sort of Dao Yin posture, movements, and etc. But now, not right now, because I really have run out of time. But I will see you tomorrow.